Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Adam here with Indy Farm Life. Today I'm going to walk you guys through how to operate the hoe end of a Case 580K. Now this is no joystick controlled machine. This is old school. This is the 3-stick. You've probably heard someone mention a 4-stick. That's for the Extend-A-Hoe. I don't have that. I certainly wish I did. Nonetheless, this thing's not like sitting in an armchair. No joystick controls. With this thing, you got to feel the machine. You got to be one with the machine. You get feedback through all 3 levers and the swing pedals as you operate it. It's not electronic. Just manual levers and valves. Let me show you. I got terrible lighting because the boom is in my way, so I'm gonna go ahead and set everything down and then I'll walk you guys through these controls. First thing you are gonna wanna do is make sure your front bucket's on the ground. Stabilizer 1, push it away to make it go down. Doing all this idle for you. Stabilizer 2, you can do that at the same time if you want, but I'm just showing you guys real quick. Over here on the right is your release, all mechanical. It will lift up that triangle piece there to allow your boom to go out. Now you can see right now I can't get it to go down. There's weight on it. You just hit the boom lever. It'll free up. This is where it's only backwards. I'll show you that in a minute. And then this is when you pull back towards yourself. Now that it's open though, you push it forward. So you got 2 pedals, one on the left, one on the right. And this is what swings the entire hoe around. Again, often controlled with a joystick on other newer machines. One note in general with every cylinder here is that every time you push one of these forward, doesn't matter which one it is, it makes whatever piece of the machine you're moving move away from you. So in the case over here of the 2 stabilizers, forward means down and out. Bucket cylinder, swing it out. Dipper cylinder, swing it out or curl it in if you pull back. And then the boom cylinder is a little bit unique. I have a video out there about the locking mechanism and how to get it in transport mode. I don't know if I want to go into that detail right here. I'll put a link to that video at the very end of this one. But just know that when you do have it locked, after you put pressure on this to bring it up, you do have to pull it back first to get it to release and then push it forward. Once it's unlocked and you're operating, then forward means down and back means up. So now that we went through that, I will again demo each function real quick and then I'll set the camera up and just kind of work for a few minutes with it being focused mostly on my controls on my hands so you guys can see how this all hangs together. Back, up. All right, let's take this thing skyward. Give it a little more goose here. All right, back, up. I'll swing it a little bit so you can see. Left. Right. Dipper cylinder, out. Bucket cylinder, out. Boom cylinder, back. Brought it down to idle. Hopefully you can hear me talking over top of what I'm doing, but yeah, as you can see, everything you push forward is away. So now that we're up, push him forward, boom's gonna come down. Dipper cylinder forward. One to move out. Pull it back, bring it in. I think my bucket's already all the way out. Yep. Pull it back. All right, so real quick, you can see if you want to do multiple functions at one time, you got to be kind of all over these sticks to make it function together. Whereas a joystick, you kind of fluidly move your wrist. Here, you got to be moving multiple levers. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, and I'll try to keep my hands as open as possible, but I'm going to kind of use the backhoe and just work around a little bit in this dirt pile, and you can see all the different movements that I have to make in order to get this machine to do what I want it to do. Hopefully you're able to see enough that I really had to finesse each of those levers in order to get it to, like I said, do what I want. Another thing I just thought about, I guess I would consider myself left-handed when operating it because I use my left hand to do 2 levers and my right hand is out on the boom the entire time. I'll change angles and give you guys a little bit closer look. I just watched that last bit of footage. It looked like someone playing a piano. It's kind of crazy how many levers you have to move to make this thing do what you want. So if you ever hear anyone talking about how the old school machines are a little bit more difficult to operate than joystick controls, now you know why. You can imagine throwing a 4th stick in there, how it makes things even more complex. The good news is, if you're good on one of these machines and it's the only machine you have around, job security. No one's gonna hop on that machine and do it without you. That's not to say it can't be learned. I had 0 experience on one of these things until about 3 years ago. Now I consider myself a competent amateur. So if any of you guys out there have other questions about a 580K, drop them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer and help where I can. I've had to do a lot of work to this machine to get it to where it is now. Nearly all the cylinders have been repacked, did a full brake job on this thing, and tons of other things to make it a reliable machine. With that, I hope you guys will consider subscribing and come back and see me sometime. I'll take things away with some more footage of the 580K digging right here. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time. And enjoy this footage of the 580K getting after it. I love that thing, man.